Now they promised us that they would show up tonight, and they are making good on their promise. The man of virtue, remark classy Brendan Dassey. No sign of Clark. The ominous walk towards the ring we've seen so many times now. Normally precedes a sermon. And unfortunately, I think that's exactly what we're going to get. Remark, he's got a big mouth for a little man. And I know I'd rather do without listening to it. The residents of North Korea not happy. But these so-called holy men. Let's take a listen to what they have to say. Oh, good God.
I told you, I promised you, that we would come to this place to cleanse the sick and the wretched souls that inhabit this forsaken war zone. You see, this world is diseased, and only the pure shall remain. The men of virtue have arrived, and our holy work continues, unrelenting, without mercy. At the Elimination Chamber, I gave MKZ the only gift that a man like him deserves. A proper burial, buried alive to be forgotten. But last week, I saw something I thought impossible. A ghost. An apparition. MKZ. Risen from the dead like some twisted imitation of salvation. There he was, offering assistance to the likes of Paxton and G-Man. Oh, how predictable. You see, many souls have perished in this place, only to rise again. Some cling to life, pretending they have found redemption. But you, MKZ, you have returned to my world, and I will be the one to bury you once more. And this place is no stranger to the damned. I know all too well that many have claimed to fall, only to crawl back out of the dirt like the cockroaches they are. Philip Derump, once thought exploded into nothingness, now returns as a painter and decorator. Pitiful. Even a known war criminal, Peipenheimer, now calls Pyongyang his home. But my gripes, my grievances, they are not with them tonight. No. My business is with you, MKZ. Show your face. Step into the light once more, so that I, your moral superior, can bury you again. This time, there will be no resurrection. There will be no coming back. Your time is done, MKZ, and I will be the one to end it, for good.
Oh, wait a second. We thought it might be him last week. We can now confirm it is MKZ, back from the dead.
We mark. You thought you had me beat, didn't you? You shut the casket You buried me alive in the dirt. And for a moment, I'll admit it. You did almost finish the job. But Mark, let me give you a little cooking lesson, lad. When you leave the soup simmering, you better be ready for the flavor explosion that's about to hit. You made one fatal mistake, Mark. You didn't finish the job. You left the ladle in the pot, and now I'm back, hotter than a bowl of spicy gumbo, ready to stir up a storm. You thought you buried me? Nah, mate, I'm still here, and I'm cooking up a dish you won't be able to handle. This Saturday at Legendary, we're not just coming for revenge, we're coming for the whole menu. You want to talk about cleansing? You want to talk about morality? Well, pal, you've been stirring a bitter broth for too long, and now it's time to add a little justice to the mix. And this time, I brought some help. Let me introduce to you two true heroes in this kitchen of chaos, Zach Paxton and G-Man. Together, we're about to serve up a feast of destruction for you and your men of virtue. This ain't gonna be your usual bland stew, Mark. No, this is a recipe for destruction. You brought your henchmen, but we're bringing the heat. At Legendary, we're gonna saute, roast, and broil every single one of you. We'll destroy the men of virtue. We'll wipe out every last one of your lackeys. And when we're done, all that'll be left is the burnt remains of your so-called virtue. We're coming, Mark. Paxton, G-Man, and me. We're bringing the full course this Saturday at Legendary. And when the dust settles, you're gonna wish you had stayed far away from the kitchen, because this time the soup maker's serving up a dish you'll never forget.
Enough of your blasphemy, MKZ. I've heard all I need to hear. Brendan, it's time. Cleanse him. You wanted to challenge us, MKZ? Well, now you'll feel the wrath of righteousness, and this is just the beginning.
All right, that's enough. I've seen just about all I can handle of this chaos tonight. You want to settle this? Well, we're going to do it the right way. Zach Paxton, classy Brendan Dassey. Tonight, you two will go one-on-one in a sanctioned match. Let's see if you can handle business without tearing the place apart. And as for Legendary this Saturday, you want to go to war? Then let's make it official. The men of virtue, Mark, Brendan Dassey, and their little disciple Clark, versus G-Pax and the man you thought you buried, MKZ, in none other than War Games. That's right, two teams, one massive structure, and one hell of a battle for honor and pride inside that unforgiving cage. So boys, you better be ready to go to war this Saturday, because you've just been booked for the most dangerous match in this industry.